Welcome into the dugout and a special welcome to the guys from Quint. Love you joining us here, and we're in the studios and we always love talking about cricket, whether it be the IPL, the World Cup, all the big events. I'm surrounded by some of the greatest cricketing minds in the world, looking great as the way they're dressed too. We've got Dean Jones in his pyjama top as well. And it's always great to get opinions from those who played in the 1940s as well, Dino. So, welcome and thanks for joining us. Okay, Dino, you can't pick Bradman, your fellow teammate. Who would you go for?
Bringing back the old, like Haydar's talking about.
Jeez, Dino, you're really confident.
I played cricket with him.
Oh, you did?
All right, so don't even go there.
Yeah, I took his spot, actually.
But let's focus on this year's Vivo IPL, and I'll start actually with you, Sanga, around the players that have impressed us the most in this season in particular. Who have you gone for?
I've gone for Andre Russell, Scotty, because for a power hitter, one of the most difficult things to do is to be consistent time after time, and he's done that. He's come out, he's changed games, he's won games for KKR from impossible positions, and more importantly, I think as a character, he's developed. He's come out and actually voiced his opinion quite strongly a few times. He's made it back into the West Indies side, and the West Indies being strong again is so essential for world cricket, and Russell can be a part of a great journey there as well.
What about you, Haydos?
One element of, I think, any version of cricket is the mental capacity. And for mine, I've gone for Davey Warner. I think he's had a pretty difficult last 12 months. So mentally, this tournament was really important for him to set up his position again as one of the really dominant cricketers in world cricket. 700 runs or just a tick under, averaging 70 basically. Now, what a player. And he's taken it to a new level as well. It's not just his power play. We all know that he was great at that. But I think he's just shown us the way that Dean Jones did, actually, Dino, if I can get a bit of a good word in for you.
No, that's not allowed.
You're right. The way that he's actually, shown running between the wickets to be a major feature in T20 cricket. I think we've seen a lot of players getting out just trying to go for big shots. Davey Warner was fantastic.
All right, two worthy candidates too. Kevin Peterson, your choice.
I'm going with Kagiso Rabada. He is a world-class athlete. He is a world-class bowler. And I just think that the pressure that the Delhi Capitals, having changed their name, having changed their colours, changed everything about them, sold a lot of the franchise off, I just think that there was a lot of pressure from them to do the business this year. And you need to, in those circumstances, have a player that you can turn to in difficult situations. And Kagiso Rabada is one of those guys. And I think he's leading the wickets this season for a very good reason. I found that super over that he bowled to Andre Russell up at the Ferocia Kotla about a month ago. One of the most beautiful overs of bowling, of bringing back the old Yorker, bringing back the old, like Haydar's talking about. that Yorker that he bowled was from the 1940s, and he executed it perfectly. So, I mean, my dude is Kagiso Rabada.
Say that name again.
From the 1940s? Or?
Kagiso.
Kagiso.
Rabada.
All right, Rabada from South Africa. That's what it is. But okay, Dino, you can't pick Bradman, your fellow teammate. Who would you go for?
Number one, I think the best kick we've seen on the whole Vivo IPL is definitely Rian Parag. I think he's a really good talent. I think this kid could be up there. We don't know how good he's going to be, but I think he's great. But being a player from the 40s and showing a little bit of class, I love the leg spinners. I think Shreyas Gopal has been outstanding. 18 wickets, and I just wonder if they chose, if India chose their World Cup team right now, their squad, would he be now amongst it with a couple of other boys missing out? I really enjoyed his battle with AB de Villiers and also knocking over Virat, and he got a hat-trick. And he listened to my demo, how to actually do it, and he gets a hat-trick. What else can you do?
Well, you want to pick three players or four or what?
Or
should we just stick with two?
No,
anyway, I'm going to stick to your theme of sorts. I'm going to go with another Indian player, and I'm going to go with Hardik Pandya. What I like about Hardik Pandya, I think it's difficult for all-rounders to grow their game by batting and bowling at the same time. Usually one season the batting takes over, then the next the bowling. That at the moment it's the batting. The one player who I think can compete with Andre Russell with the power hitting, from what we've seen, is Hardik Pandya, and that bodes, I think, immense potential and skills coming into the World Cup as well for Hardik Pandya to maybe take the game by storm at the World Cup and be a match winner for India too. But the next question I have for you both, and I'll start back at you again, Sanga, is what have you enjoyed about the dugout?
Oh, standing right here in front of me, Dean Jones.
Thank God you didn't say him.
I think we all look forward to so much coming back here, sitting next to Dino. and being, told all these stories from, the many years ago, the 40s, the 50s at
do I
times, and, a few stories when you retired,
Senga, I think
just
you're the
before
only
the
one.
60s came about. So I really enjoyed, but I think, I think it's just been the insight. I think the analysis of the game and the demos, so many players coming in and contributing, and I think that's something that the fans really appreciate, and I think that connect between the dugout and the fans has been unbelievable this year.
Yeah, on a personal note, I think it's just a players' reunion. Basically, we come back here, we see each other.
Just for the contemporaries.
Yeah. Jeez, Dino, you're really confident.
I played cricket with him.
Oh, you did?
All right, so don't even go there.
Yeah, I took your spot, actually. You won't say that. Sorry, Les.
Yeah, that's all right.
No, but look, I agree. I think just having contemporary views, having views and having the opportunity actually over a bit of time to break play down. I mean, when we're sitting in dressing rooms all over the world, either with our teammates or, when we play abroad with other people, that's what we do.
I think everybody's different, and there's so many people, there's millions that'll be watching this show, and they'll all be thinking different things, and they'll be saying, yeah, actually, I agree with Haydos. Dino struggles. Senga, I've got a lot of time for. Scotty, they might struggle with you too. So, I mean, there has been a lot of learning, I think, from all of us.
All right, we won't worry about what Dino has to say. We'll go on to the next question. I'll say, who's the winner? Who's going to win this year? Sanga. One-word answers.
Mumbai.
Ooh. Delhi Capitals.
I was Delhi till Rabada got hurt. Mumbai.
I'm the same with you. I'm going towards Mumbai. As much as I know you, CSK, and you love MS, and you love the Yellow Army, and you love... Go on, don't you say CSK.
4 Mumbais.
There it is.
4 Mumbais and 1 Delhi. And we're going to end with one final question specifically for you, Dean Jones. Who is the best expert in the select dugout?
Well, it's not you, because we try to surround extraordinary people around you, and we've done that pretty well. And mind you, it's pretty easy, it might be said. But I've got to say one last thing, is that we've had KP, Haydos, Kosa Kuma, and of course we had Brian Lara. We've had a host of greats. And to see the demonstrations of how they play spin, how they play the sweep shot, how they play the reverse, all that, I've just loved it. And more importantly, we actually get a chance to follow your opinions, your questions. You send in tweets and we try to give them the best answers. He doesn't give you them, but we do. So it's been a bit of fun, and working with you, Scotty, you make me look good. I appreciate it.
I don't know how to follow that, but what I will say is that hopefully you've learned a little bit from us and you enjoyed what we bring to it. Look forward to your company on Select Dugout.